All right, morning, and welcome to round, I don't even know where on this round 3. It's top 8. All right, we are in top 8 of the winners bracket here, featuring the only 2 seeds that aren't in the top 8 remaining. We have Shadymyst, the 12th seed, versus Danilio Shadymyst is the 12th seed, Danilio is the 20th seed, and with me on commentary today is Rydog. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy. Yeah, this is going to be a really exciting race. Both of the Danilio has been upsetting almost everyone he's played against, and Shady's a really good player, so.
Yep, and generating the seat today is Flarga, and everyone knows Flarga has some great seeds, as Rydog can attest to from yesterday.
Yeah, he gens great seeds. Don't check the times from last night's race.
And have fun.
Regardless, you are
Good
still
luck.
alive. That being said, we're gonna, again, got a top 8 matchup here. Shadymyst, who grinds this game nonstop, and Danilio, I believe, had a pretty difficult path in the top 8 already here. He had to defeat Etiquette with, which I believe was also like a pretty crazy seed. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Donk, Lanky Kong start with Triangle, Ponytail Twirl, and Super Simian Slam.
Yeah, those aren't the greatest moves to start out with, but you know, at least they won't get Slam Casino'd.
Well, that's a first good Kong to find, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very first check, we have Tiny Kong. Vanilla Aztec to start things off here. Aztec Shops is Tiny K. Rool.
Yankee timed cage.
Leonel's Key 8. And Japes Battle Arena. All right, 2 Japes hints right off the bat here. Obviously neither has enough gold bananas. They're just gonna leave.
Yeah. Hopefully that means we see Japes as level 1 and we get to see a very fast start to the seed.
Can't wait for Japes to be like level 5 and all this stuff we're being told is like for way later. I mean, to be fair, that's very typical of a Flarga seed.
Yeah.
For
I mean, granted,
go ahead.
one of the items that they do need is coconut because the timed chest is required.
Ooh, we got a potion in the Isles Cranky shop. They can't do nothing with it. Well, they might be able to get it if it's less than 3 donk coins.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Shady is going to opt to not check what Danilio is. Meanwhile, we got another potion here. Coconut Shooter. Oh, it's 4 coins.
Oh.
Caves level 1. Aztec Tunnels is dead. Main Isles Key 5. And Tiny Dirt Patch, which is obviously something we found already.
Yep.
Lanky can find Key 2 in Caves. Well, considering they have Lanky Kong, it's probably going to be an easy check.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably just guess Ice Castle Slam. But you know, we could hope that somehow they get both the items to put Beetle Race in here, right?
I mean, here's a good start. There is a Lanky potion in the Funky shop. Now, come on. Let's see it. I know chat wants to see an early... Chat wants to see a Beetle Race. If it's early, that's like icing on top, right? Let's see it.
Yeah.
All right, we have a Bongo Blast from Candy Kong. Danilio went too fast. I didn't see what the tomato was.
I didn't either.
It was a key, okay. Shadymyst is going to go out of logic for this check. Did he just fail?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, no, he got it.
Oh, no. Okay.
Shady did complete this, so he got another golden banana out of logic. All right, key 2. All right, I do apologize about the tracker, folks. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way I can fix it because it is updating on my screen. I don't know why it's not updating on the thing, so. And do the good old reload and try again method.
Yep. Cranky shop seems to be empty. Anything but, you know, battle crowns.
Alright, I got one there. How about the other one? Alright, I think we are golden.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, back to this. So Danilio, of course, went a different way to start off here. He does not have bongos. Meanwhile, Shady does, so he's a little bit ahead here. So this pathing choice is going to lose Danilio a tiny bit of time, but obviously pretty easy to work back here once he has bongos.
See a boss check here.
Alright, come on, be something stupid. Everyone wants something stupid to be on here.
So, like, round 1 Mad Jack, right?
Yeah, something they can totally do right now. It is not magic. Oh, it's a potion though! I think they have to do this. They have to.
What color is it? Red?
It's yellow.
No, it's yellow.
So if it's Bongo Blast, that gets you a decent amount of checks. If it's the other two, well. So this is interesting here. Obviously, level 1 Puff Toss isn't that good, but they did start with an instrument. And for those who don't know, in the vanilla game, and of course we carried over to the randomizer, having an instrument gives you an extra melon as well. It's canonical. The DK devs, for some reason, set it up like that, so that's why they have 2 melons, not 1, even though there's no reason why you think they should have 2 melons. So.
Isn't our instrument upgrades also linked to melons? I learned that. Am I right in saying that?
The instrument upgrades are linked to melons, yes. I believe the second instrument upgrade in the chain is the 3rd melon. Or something really silly. Oh, it's gonna be close. Only 3 more hits. One thing you got that's really nice to know for Puff Toss is the star spawn locations. They're all set, and it's the same every time, so you can just memorize the star pattern. Seems like Danilio did know the last one, but the first 2, obviously you can still just spin around the circle and you'll get it eventually, but it's quickest to just memorize the star pattern and get it that way.
Let's see what it is.
Strong Kong, that's basically the most worthless one.
Man, I can't believe they got 3rd melon.
Strong Kong is in Trough and Scoff. Now, in Season 2, you can get every single check in the game, I believe, that requires Strong Kong without it. But logically, you need to consider Strong Kong in case that pops up. Something I didn't notice the first time is that there is a potion on, what do you call it? There's a potion on the Waterfall Diddy barrel.
Oh. Interesting.
So I
They
wonder...
did just get a bucket barrel from the Lanky purchase.
Oh, I think there's something in Ice Maze too. Let's see. It's homing ammo. That does put DK Ice Maze in logic technically, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. Question is, does Shady skip the boss?
It's so hard to skip an early boss, and it looks like he's gonna be going in.
I know I wouldn't, but like, it's always a strange question.
Yep.
If you have the Bongo's coconut, all the rest of Donkey Kong's items except for Blast just don't do that much.
Now, this is interesting. Danilio also did not go for the Diddy Waterfall barrel. Obviously, they're probably going to be coming back with Diddy anyway because he has a potion here. So not the worst thing in the world. We'll see what happens later.
Is there a way to get it right now? That
you can kick to it with DK.
Wow,
You have to stand
really?
on top of the funky hut.
Nuts.
Yeah, now we can kind of see them kind of retracing each other's steps because one went left, one went right to start caves, so...
Yep.
I wonder if Danilio will go back to Ice Maze. He's gonna at least get this. I wonder if he's going to attempt the 5-door cabin. No?
Following that logic to a T.
Alright, I wonder if maybe he's going back to that potion now. Oh yeah, I think he's doing it.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, let's see what this
That's
is.
crazy.
So now the thing about this potion, if you don't get this with Diddy Kong, you have to climb all the way back up and get the item because the item doesn't, because you don't have rocket barrel. So you're gonna fall down. The item does not. It's not programmed to do that. So we will see. We will see if this is gonna be worth it. Meanwhile, Shady finishing up Puff Toss, and we're gonna see what that is shortly. All right, have to climb back up. I wonder if Shady is just gonna leave, maybe not.
Shady's pretty in the clear, unless if he also wants to go grab the waterfall barrel.
It looks like that's gonna be the case here. We can see him coming back.
Mm. It's a lanky potion.
Great. Oh, that's a big one. That is a big one.
Yep, that is completely worth grabbing.
Alright, I am going to try to fix the tracker here again. Apologize for people watching this. Tracker's a pretty big part of the stream, and it's not working. It's not very great. In the meantime, hopefully you can catch what the hints are.
Shady's entering Japes. This is going to be very large with the amount of items that we have in here.
Shady did not get Grape Shooter, so that could be pivotal.
Yeah.
Oh, I just need to take a second to fill the tracker back in. Hopefully I got everything. Danilio was having an issue with the cops, but it looks like he finally got homing ammo. I think he's just gonna leave here, or maybe not. We'll see.
See. Shady is struggling with a balloon. As many a player have.
Yeah, looks like Danilio's is going to be a little bit more thorough than Shady was, been getting everything he can. Oh, and there's a tiny potion here. I believe this was hinted as Way of the Horde.
Yes, this was. So we'll see that. That probably means good things to the item. I mean, it has to be a pretty good item because PTT is already gone, so...
Danilio's going to be able to do this from a lot easier because he has homing ammo. Now, Danilio knows that he needs 4 coins for that Isles potion, so I wonder if he's going to try to push that. We got a monkey port sighting in Hillside Japes.
Oh, he's grabbing Grape Cage here.
Orang Sprint in the shops.
I think that's hinted Path of Key 7. Unless if there's something else in Cranky.
What was hinted Key 7 now?
Japes shops. At least I'm pretty sure.
Outskirts is Path to Key 7.
Yeah.
Key Shop is Way of the Horde, we know that. Japes Shops is Key 7. We just got a Rang Sprint there. Something to remember.
Oh boy. We just need to find Baboon Balloon and then,
Cabins Area's Tiny Path. Who is ready for everyone's favorite Diddy cabin to be that? Because I know I am. I think Danilio wants that Isles shops here, so that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. And they didn't get anything in cabins yet, correct?
Correct. And we got a Key 4 sighting.
Nice.
That was going to be on DK Bananas in Japes.
Lanky Cage is hinted and is a blue vial. So that means we might have either O stand or, again, Baboon Balloon be required.
Barrel throwing has been obtained from the Isle shop. pretty obvious way of the horde there. Now, barrel throwing, if you don't know, obviously it unlocks barrel throwing, but it also allows Chunky Kong to pick up, like, rocks. So, big deal there.
Gets you a free jet in a lot of places.
Ooh, and Baboon Balloon, Stormy Tunnel. Now, we need to really think now, because now there's not a lot of things that Lanky Vile can be in Hillside.
Well, it's either T-boned or stand, right?
Trombone or stand, yep. Now, just based on what we know, if that's Way of the Horde, I think it's more likely it's going to be Trombone, but there are some things that Orang locks, of course, logically, so you have to really put that in the back of your mind when you eventually grab that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a potion, but it's only an instrument upgrade.
It's rough. So that means sprint is the required potion.
Alright, Danilio is going to be doing the monkey port here shortly. Now, interesting fact about the switch or the cage switches here. For some reason, Donkey's doesn't give you a timer, but the other three do. So you can spawn Donkey Kong's check, and then you can also do one other person's check in this area at the same time. So obviously, Lanky's cage has the items, so that's a pretty obvious choice there. It is indeed Trombone.
Right.
Now, again, Orang Sprint was the only actual move that was in these shops here, and Japes shops was hinted as a path toward key 7. That means Orang Sprint somewhere does lock key 7, so whether that be K's Beetle Race, Rabbit Race, something, key 7's behind something that requires sprint.
Yeah. Oh, you do bring that up. We do have both Rabbit Race and Beetle Race that can just easily be within logic right now, as long as they have forests somewhere.
Alright, key 4. Oh, looks like Beetle Race was checked probably when I was doing technical difficulty stuff, so maybe Rabbit Race, and we'll see.
Just go to the next worst one, you know, just cascade it down.
Yeah. Alright, now Shadymyst is going to go get barrel throwing.
Now, what's interesting here is, to my knowledge, the only training move between the two of them that they have is barrel throwing, correct? So
yeah, I
they're
believe
wanting
so.
to find training moves, they're just locked to the first 3 levels.
Yeah.
Which is rough, because Caves is mostly clear.
You do have trombones, that does get you a couple more checks. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Orang Sprint, Cabins was hinted as a path area. Orang Sprint also gives you Lanky's cabin over there.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can see on your right here, Danilio was attempting to do a trick that lets you slope climb the Orang Sand slopes with Tiny out of logic. It's a little tricky if you don't have the timing down.
Yeah.
Something Shady is going to do here that's out of logic is balloon to the Kasplat platform here. That gets you 20 bananas for him and also gets you a Kasplat that is another check. It is just a blueprint, but that is something toward his items. Or a check toward his items.
Way too many out of logic tricks for this level.
It is a Flogger Seed.
Yeah.
And for the sake of context, seeds are completely random. We just make fun of Florida because for some reason they generate more bad seeds than not. Completely random. It's just how things are.
Yeah, just like how I generate mostly casino seeds.
Yeah. All right, we are going to see Lanky Cabin here. Whoa, peanut pop guns!
Oh.
That is on a colored banana reward.
Yeah, did Shady miss that?
Shady did in fact miss that.
Oh, because he doesn't have grape. I'm assuming it was just he was able to get the balloon.
Mini Monkey was on the cabin. Kind of had a feeling it was going to be something like that. Now remember, that was hinted for Caves Cabins area, so that does fulfill that hint.
Yes.
Yo, and we are actually getting the very fun check that is extremely more fun if you don't have Ponytail Twirl. We're not going to see it today, though, as Shady's going to show us how you do this check the normal way. You get the Kasplat check as well as the Monkey Port check. We're about to see level 5 here and check some hints. Now, Shady did not do this. We're going to get our first look at it from Danilio's screen here.
Yeah, hopefully they find a few more Kong hints. We are still without a whole 5, or I don't think we have anything pointing to them from what I was reading.
Do you remember where Grape Shooter was, by the way?
Grape Shooter was Waterfall.
That's right, it was out of logic.
Yeah.
Waterfall's kind of a weird spot. That counts as a main caves area check, though.
Tiny finds Diddy and Galleon. That mean my favorite room gets to get checked.
Level 5 Diddy, interesting. Caves Helm lobbies are dead.
J Hill 7. Lots of hints towards 7.
Main aisle is Lanky K. Rool, so we have Tiny and Lanky hinted to fight K. Rool.
Yeah.
Japes Tiny Stump. Only 17 to get into level 5. Alright, now Danilio probably going to want to go back to caves here, but it looks like they're going Aztec. So quite a bit of an item difference here. So Danilio does have 2 guns that Shady doesn't have. However, Shady seems to be a little bit more on the intended path here. He did get Mini Monkey in logic, so that's gonna be a big find for him.
Yeah, I think Aztec might be worth checking at this point because you're just in the other 2 levels you've already peaked a lot of it. And we're still looking for both diving and vine swinging, so... Oh, that's a shared shop.
And there's diving. We now have level 4 access.
More hints!
Inside the life and blood of a randomizer player, otherwise you're just gonna be wandering around headless.
Yeah, whenever I started running, I learned that real fast.
If you don't learn that in your first seed, you'll learn in the next few seeds. Diving also being acquired by Danilio. I missed what the llama said.
I don't think Shady peaked it. I didn't see the text box come up.
So interesting thing to note about Aztec, especially if you are able to access Aztec before you have Diddy or Guitar. Now, logically in Season 2 settings, you must be able to beat the boss of the level in order to logically advance to the next level. That means, since we know Diddy is in level 5 Galleon, that means we are not logically able to advance past the Guitar or an Aztec. That means very few things are required. And Hype Chest is dead, rip.
Oh.
Jason rewards key 4, we already know that. Both runners have that. Stormy Tunnel is key 8. Llama's dead.
Cave's tiny metal. I don't think either. Have we seen that yet?
No.
Yeah.
Cave's tiny metal is a little tricky to get now. Lots of things locked by feather. Arguably one of the worst metals to get in the game if you don't have a lot of tiny items. Neither player is going to level 4. But this is a logical move for Danilio here. It has to go back here for Mini Monkey. We know that. Now I can imagine. Now we need to think about this, right? Because like Danilio probably has Tiny's Caves metal on his mind, but does he have enough access for it? Well, the problem is you have no sacks, you have no feather. That means you can only get the 10 single bananas on the outside. In the river, so that's 10 right there. You do have 5 on the warp 3 pad, that's 15, and I believe there's another 5 you can access somewhere, 5 or 10, so I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's able to get it with the current items that he has.
Something to note here as well, there's a cop here.
Everyone's favorite enemy in the game.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna die if he doesn't kill that thing. Oh, you gotta be clutch if you want this. Oh, he got it. Let's go. All right, Mini Monkey has been obtained.
Yep.
So like I said, I wonder if... Now he's probably gonna get the monkey port checks, right? But I wonder if Danilio is thinking if he can get the medal with Tiny. And again, I'm pretty sure the answer is no there.
I think it's only 20 or 25 colored bananas within logic, like you said. Because I think it's...
Yeah, and then if you either have... I think you need to have sacks in order to get 40. I don't think feather... I don't think just feather bow is enough.
I mean...
Actually, that's not entirely true, because if you have Hunky Chunky and Primate Punch, that also gives you 20.
I'm like, hey. The most important check in the game.
Alright, feather is enough because that balloon we just saw is it. Shady is checking a dead treasure room, but... just because an area is dead doesn't necessarily mean it isn't valuable. You can get extra golden bananas in here.
Yeah. The check density and hype chest is insane. Especially for this game where the check density is already pretty high in a lot of locations.
Third melon, there it is.
Heck yeah.
So realistically, only 2 golden bananas and a blueprint in here. Still a decent amount of checks.
Well, if I didn't know what beetle was, now I do.
Yo, if that clear vial in the treasure room was Vine Swing, I would have laughed really hard. Mainly because that would have meant there's a bug in the seed because vines are required, but that's why I would have laughed.
They're just trying to make extra work for you, you know? Oh.
Checking the level 4 hints here. Oh, we have a vial. I don't think Shady went over here either.
I don't think so. This could be huge.
This is especially interesting because Shady definitely has more golden bananas at this point and like is a little bit further ahead in the seed, but Danilio's been taking his time and has been getting a lot of things that have been paying out for him. Saxa, oh, that's gonna get him. Ooh. That's gonna get him 40 bananas.
Yeah,
that's a huge pull right there. So you're gonna be able to get 5 colored bananas in here without feather. Then you're also gonna get 10 more in the cabin.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't kill this dude. You're just gonna have to play around him. Fortunately, it looks like he's moving very slow.
The ice is really slippery. It's hard for cloud traps sometimes. Oh.
It's hard for Danilio too, apparently. There we go.
It's a tough check.
Please get that banana bunch.
Wait. Do not skip the bunch.
Okay, he's going for it.
Thank goodness. He was just doing it for the content, trying to play with everyone's emotions, you know?
I like it. He is getting restreamed. He knows it. I don't think Shady has found anything of importance yet in Factory.
I haven't seen anything that side.
However, we do know Chunky's in here, so that is obviously an important thing about this place.
Yeah. Yo, ammo belt 1. Just like the Flagra seed last night, they're gonna get every single clear vial before the one they need.
Well, Danilio forgot about, I don't know if they forgot, but they're not getting the Tiny Caves medal yet. We are going to level 4 Factory.
I guess so. Is he doing bongo check?
Yeah, this looks like Bongo's check to me.
Gotcha.
So now there are a couple ways to get up to the upper level here without Gorilla Grab. Backflipping kind of through the grates there with Tiny or Diddy gets you up there. You can also backflip up to the middle, the upper middle cranky door or crinkly door with Chunky, and you can pull yourself up that way. Very interesting strat by Shady here to get to this area quickly. Doesn't get much, but that was pretty cool. The tag anywhere mod kind of does break the game logically a little bit. We never consider tag anywhere and logic anywhere. It makes if we do, it makes seeds logically less interesting because there's a lot more things open. So that's the reason why we do not include it. A pearl sighting, and looks like Shady is going to grab it. Cool strat by Danilio there. If you play your instrument in that window, you can actually kill the Kasplat and then peek what his item is. That way you can make a more informed decision on whether to climb to the top of production room or not. Oh, this balloon right here is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I've had to get this balloon once, and I was not having a good time.
Yeah, as you get, like, the hitbox is like really stupid, as you can kind of tell.
Yeah, someone.
There we go.
Up Linky's gun. Thing is just a cardboard tube.
Hey, finally got it.
And guess that ammo belt 2 is, or 1 is really gonna come in handy, I guess.
It's putting in work. And until you play Randomizer, having a non-upgraded ammo belt makes ammo management so much harder. Still no Chunky sighting yet, just a bunch of golden bananas in the shops. Shops are dead.
Yeah. I mean, you need to get your golden bananas from somewhere. Danilo might have forgotten to hit switch. As many a player have.
I presume he's going to be able to go back, or he's going to opt to go back in a second here.
I guess. I'm used to going through hitting switch and just quitting level up there.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy,
Now,
we
judging by
round
the tracker, Danilio does have more items, but is much more golden banana deficient. I would still consider Danilio ahead, but I can imagine that Shady is going to eventually find those items needed and catch up. But interesting note on Shady's side, somehow got a double switch slam and got 2 switches with 1 pound. That is something you can do. It's very situational. Obviously, 2 switches have to be next to each other. You have to hit the switches in the right way, you know? Very hard to do.
I mean, the real question is whether or not Shady is going to make a decision to go back to caves for the sacks. Because unless if they get Featherbow, that is their one lifeline in order to get that tiny metal hint.
I would presume Featherbow will get gotten eventually, though, just because Tiny is a boss, or Tiny has a K rule phase. So feel like Feather has to be hinted somewhere. If it is Cave's Tiny Metal, no. If it is Cave's Tiny Metal,
That
though,
would be funny.
Ooh, we have Chunky Kong. It's on Tiny Bananas.
Tiny Metal's loaded this seed. Doesn't matter where they are.
And there's a potion in car race. All right, time to see what car race is. Oh no, they have all 3 instrument upgrades.
Oh my gosh.
Instrument upgrade 1, third melon, and instrument upgrade 2 are all the candy upgrades. That's hilarious.
It's absolute wreck.
Get frickin' wrecked. That's all I'm gonna say.
Never trust that car.
Now, interesting thing to consider here. I'm not 100% sure if Danilio has 30 bananas right now. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get Chunky Kong off the bananas check if he doesn't, because he can get the 10 in the R&D area, but then he needs to find more somewhere else. I'm presuming he knows that Tiny unlocks Chunky here, so I'm hoping he finds enough bananas for that. Meanwhile, boss check on Shady's side. Alright, we got an ammo belt upgrade. It's not Chunky Kong. Oh, please be Mad Jack and have a potion.
Oh, it would be so great, wouldn't it?
Looks like that's not the case here. Meanwhile, Danilio does have 30, so he is going to be able to get Chunky. Granted, he goes down the car race hallway. And then proceed to probably get baited by the potion.
Yep.
And there's Chunky Kong for Danilio.
And here comes the bait.
Hey, get ready for another car race bait, chat. Flagra seed, by the way. Meanwhile, we got some boulder tech coming on the side of Shady here. Now, logically, you're supposed to twirl over here from the level 5 forest lobby entrance, but you can just carry the boulder over here and just backflip up here for an easy check. It's vanilla though, so not gonna get you much. We are having another Japes dip. Oh yeah, sorry, rocket barrel, not a ponytail twirl. Misspeak on my part there.
Yeah, don't worry, I do the same thing to get there, so...
All right, peanut pop guns finally obtained.
So I don't know how heavily Galleon has been checked, but are we assuming that Diddy's going to end up on 5 ship? Because the tiny hint? Because I'm assuming it's either that or, you know, it's a pearl check.
It could be the pearl check, yeah. We don't have pineapple yet, so we don't know if Kasplat's in logic right now. Does Tiny have enough bananas? I'm trying to think, because without Feather, that's going to be difficult. Can't believe we are seeing a piano game check. Now, piano game's a big wild card. This is kind of like, if you ever play Zooter, this is almost like chickens, right? It's a long check that's it's not locked by a lot, and you kind of dread checking it, but if you have the means to, you really need to consider.
All I know is if it's a foie gras seed, you check this check. I have been casinoed by this check about 3 times already.
Oh, it's just health refill. Oh, it's pineapple launcher!
Oh!
That's huge! Now, of course, Danilio doesn't do the piano doesn't get anything from the piano check, but getting that pull because he did the piano check, that may pay off.
Yeah.
So now that we know, again, Tiny locks Diddy in Galleon. That unlocks another Tiny check. So if the Tiny Kasplat is, in fact, holding Diddy, that's a huge advantage for Danilio.
Is that able to be hinted through that hint? Wouldn't it rather say a Kasplat is holding Diddy?
Oh yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah.
It does say Kasplat. Ooh, we got a tiny medal in here, or a tiny potion in here.
Oh. That would be Bo, right?
Oh, okay, Diddy is in two-door ship.
Oh. Oh. I was thinking of my seed last night. Sorry. Yeah, Shipyard Outskirts did have hints towards it.
So Galleon Shipyard outskirts was hinted path toward key 7, so it's definitely possible that feather is needed for key 7 somewhere, but it's also possible that it's in one of the other outskirts checks.
We're gonna see some cannon game.
Yo, it's the 2% tiny game. They do have ponytail twirl, so not the end of the world.
Sadly, we don't get to see Donkey Kong strats today. Cannon game, giving everyone a run for their money.
Oh, he missed!
Ooh.
Alright, there's Diddy. All 5 Kongs at 55 minutes for Shady. Shady's just gonna leave.
God.
And apparently so is Danilio. Had enough of the cannon game. Just leaving. See ya. Bye.
That's all it takes.
It's okay, Danilio. I've been there too.
Cannon game is evil. Oh, we're gonna. I think Shady's going towards the tiny stump hint.
Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting here as well. I imagine in the back of his mind, Shady's also thinking about K's metal, since he now does have feather.
Yeah. Do we know Helm order yet?
No.
No. Okay. We got some classic just shot bananas.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, Danilio has kind of caught up with Golden Bananas now compared to Shady.
I think Danilio has it. He might be the one leading right now, especially
Yeah, I think
with having sacks as well as pineapple.
Yeah, that's a pretty big advantage, and who knows when Shady goes back in a factory. That might be something where it needs to be hinted for him to go back there. Yeah, we're going to see a tiny metal push here in a second. Yeah, it's possible we don't actually need pineapple.
It is possible, but also I think pineapple as an item also naturally saves you a lot of time. Oh, that's a key.
Yeah, this is going to be key 7. Yeah, key 7.
Nice.
Alright, the only way of the Horde hint that we haven't checked yet is Cave's Tiny Metal. Tons of main aisles hints. The only thing we found there so far is Coconut, I believe. Something to think about as well.
Yeah. Oh, we get the mermaid check here.
Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Danilio never actually got a pearl. I know he saw where a pearl was, but he never actually grabbed it.
Well, it's a banana medal, so...
Oh yes, if you look at Danil or Shady's stream here, you actually will see him use DK to slam the tiny switch. That's because there is a glitch where you can slam these switches with any Kong instead of just tiny. Oh, it's a key!
Oh my god!
That's a much better key to get than key 7.
Yeah, that provides him with 2 more levels worth of hints.
Yeah, Shady never went back into Lighthouse. Now, main aisle, well, the only key 5 hint we got in the hints was Path to key 5 was main aisle. We did get Coconut Gun in main aisle, and of course Coconut Gun unlocks the Lighthouse area. That was the hinted path there.
Yeah. Coconut Gun is an incredibly dangerous item to get hinted, just because it's like, if it's not easy to see where it's required, it's almost as bad as Guitar. To where half a level is just locked behind it.
Nice pulls by Danilio here. Now he's probably going to be checking or getting Diddy and what appears to be Featherbow shortly here. We're going to see another hint on Shady's stream here. Shipyard Outskirts Tiny K rule. That's already been cleared with Featherbow, so not too much info there.
Yeah.
Back into caves, or we're hoping we'll see what's on the check here for Tiny's medal. Should be pretty easy to get.
Is Tiny Metal just Way of the Horde, or is it specifically him?
It's Way of the Horde. Oh yeah, the Diddy potion here. Forgot about that. 9 coins is Baboon Blast.
Yay? Question mark.
Not sure how much good that's going to do Shady, but Danilio has his sights on that Featherbow, which he's gonna try to get up there.
Oh, also Shady's just now getting Grape.
Yup. Never got out of logic, so he's coming back to get it now. I'm not sure if that... actually, that was something... That was a pretty significant thing for Danilio, because he was able to get the factory thing for Pineapple... The factory-colored banana medal for Pineapple Launcher from Lanky. We don't know if Pineapple's required for anything, but it is something to consider.
Teams are all... Danilio is just being very thorough with every single level he's entering.
Yeah, and I wonder at what point he's gonna like consider just like... Because we know Tiny and Lanky is K Rule, right? So at like what point are you like, okay, I just need to start pushing now, because I know I have most of the things I need from what I know so far. I do need Gorilla Gone, but I have a lot of most everything else.
Unless it's just like everything is in shops somehow, I don't think we're seeing the chunky K rule. So I think if there's no chunky K rule, they're already set for K rule.
Yeah, and the reason for this is because usually if chunky rule is required, you'll either get everything very early on, or like you'll get a lot of chunky hints. So we saw neither of those conditions.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm really hoping that Shady goes to check that check right outside there, because that gets him something. Ooh, there's Vine swinging. That was the tiny metal check.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Did he to grab sacks?
He left without sacks. He left without sacks. It was right there.
Well,
I don't know. We don't know if that's needed though.
For Helm. Like if it's not needed for Helm, then he's fine.
Playing a fine line though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, he's missing key 5 still.
So missing key 5, missing sacks, missing pineapple. He still does have a pretty good advantage on colored bananas at the moment. Like, it still seems like Shady has decent pacing. So I still think it's like, just depending on when he gets stuff, it's still, and like if stuff is required, it's still arguable whether Danilio is actually in the lead here.
Yeah. I think Danilio's willingness to full check levels might be biting him here. It all depends on whether or not that sacks is required or not.
Right. What did wait, did Shady not get that?
Wait. What? I don't.
Oh, if Shady wait, well, I guess Shady is backing Galleon. But if Shady's backing Galleon, so maybe we're fine.
But he's checking Lighthouse first, so he's gonna get Lighthouse.
He's gonna get key 5. He's gonna get key 5. I think we're still fine. If you're Shady, I think we're still sitting pretty.
It's also Gorilla Gun. Gorilla Gun, you don't lose that much time taking the hit. It's not like last item Helm.
Shady, you do not have Primate Punch, but I understand you're going for a colored banana. You can't see that, unfortunately, so you gotta leave. Now, something considered for 5-door ship here. The Diddy, Lanky, and Chunky rooms are all connected. And in the Diddy room, you can see both Lanky and Chunky's checks from in here. So we should be getting a peek at it shortly. Well, he's in Lanky's room, but he still should be able to peek Diddy and Chunky's checks.
Yes.
Not from that window. There you go. It's a banana. Gotta go the other window. And shadows are being annoying.
We sure do love those N64 shadows.
Oh my god. You know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Get out of there. Heck Galleon, man. All right, we're gonna see what keys or level 6 and 7 does. All right, level 7 is 4. And he
read it, I guess.
Cave's main is Path to Key 8. Swords Arcade is Foolish. Jape Shop's Tiny K Rule. Those are some pretty good hints to see, because like now you know you have all of the K. Rool hints. 4 of the 5 are Tiny. You have everything for Tiny. You already have everything to fight Lanky K. Rool, so you have to be feeling pretty good on what you have right now. Especially considering you can do all the K. Rool phases except Chunky, which wasn't hinted.
Yep.
All right, Danilio or Shady about to get key 5. Chunky Tiny Donkey is your Helm hints.
So that Sax is needed. And it's the second thing that you have to get hinted.
Another hint. Factory Tiny Metal. Galleon Funky Chunky. Okay, so we know Shady never got Gorilla Gun, but he's going to get it. Just flat out.
Yes.
Factory Tiny Metal was Chunky. Isles Dirt Prison was, I think that was Coconut. Anyway, back to this. So, Danilio, like, if I'm in these guys' shoes, if I'm in Danilio's shoes, you have to know that you're effectively in go mode at the moment. You need to be pushing those golden bananas. Obviously, Danilio never got vines, so he's gonna be getting it with this right here. Then he will know he's in go mode.
No, I thought they were much closer in golden bananas, but if the blueprint counts are accurate, Shady has a very large leg up on Danilio.
Yep, that is true. Yeah, imagine he's just gonna go in the Danilo can go in the 5-door cabinet here. Once Danilo grabs these vines, he is in go mode. He is gonna go somewhere else though.
He's going Chunky first, you know?
All right, we can see Shady is going to go for Gorilla Gone here shortly.
Yes.
We are going to see Tiny's cabin for the 40 bananas, and that's going to be vines. Oh no. All right, Danilio, you are in. You just gotta go. You need golden bananas. Meanwhile, we are still missing Sax on the side of Shady, but I believe Sax got hinted. Cave's main was hinted past the key 8, yeah. So we technically have a hint for that now. All right, Danilio is still missing key 7, so hopefully he remembers the Japes hint and goes back there. Shady is missing saxophone. Danilio is missing key 7. That's it.
The more dangerous one between the two of those to be missing is saxophone.
Danilio's gonna do a nice sweep with Diddy Kong here. I should get him a lot of stuff. Now, I missed what that was in Seal Race, but it clearly wasn't anything useful. Alright, Danilio is going back to Japes. We are probably going to see what we need to see for Key 7. So yeah, the only way this isn't go mode is if we have... Okay, actually, no. There is a 2% barrel game in Helm that can appear. So that could happen too.
You know, don't curse him.
I mean, it's a Flargra seed.
I
Might
get
already
that.
be over.
Walk into Helm, look at K-Rule fight order. Oh, I guess you do need Chunky.
As far as I'm aware, we have no hints for either Primate Punch or Hunky Chunky. So, best of luck to them if that's the case.
Roll some dice, see who's the luckiest. Don't know what else to say.
So something to consider on the side of Shadymyst. You have that Cave's main is path for key 8 hint. He may consider the fact that he got Grape there already. And he might be thinking, oh, that's what it is. So he may not go back to main area caves.
Didn't they also get something from Pumpkin there? Am I already misremembering the seed?
Not sure, but we have a reset on the side of Shadymyst.
Got him with that mermaid.
Yep. Very hard to get out of there quickly.
And that sob story hits way too fast.
Okay, so we are going back in caves as Shady, so maybe he gets it. This is going to be a race if he ends up getting that thing here. If he ends up getting sacks.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes a matter of who gets golden bananas fastest.
I think Shady would need 8 checks and then over 10 on the side of Danilo.
Alright, there's key 7.
Yep.
Now, I did mention this earlier, like, Danilio had more moves, but because of his golden banana deficiency, he really wasn't that far ahead, even though he had several more moves. So, like, once, and I'm presuming we are going to see Shady go into the mini monkey check here shortly. This is gonna be very close.
Yeah, at this point it is just a GB race.
Yep, here we go. So he is going to get Saxophone Slam. Now it's just gonna be a race to the finish. Danilio making a pretty wise decision here. Factory has some very fast golden bananas. He couldn't full clear prod room before. I can imagine he's gonna go do that now.
Yeah. My thought here is either you go for prod room or you even just go for mushroom. One of the two.
All right, Saxophone Slam. Both players are in, I'll call it possible go mode. That was interesting balloon pop there. Oh, he just missed all those bananas.
Oh.
Well, he can get some bunches on the way up.
Yeah. It's just brutal. He didn't even get 5, so that getting any bananas there was just wasting time.
Yeah. Alright, there should be a couple of golden bananas and blueprints at the top of the production room, so this should be a pretty fruitful climb, if you know what I'm saying. Dang, not a single reaction out of that.
I don't know whether to give it to you or not, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, and on the other side we're seeing Forest get peaked.
A very interesting strats by both players here. Danilio opting to do the quicker checks in factory. Meanwhile, Shady going to an area that was never checked. It's all going to come down to fundamentals here. How well do you know the game? How quickly can you gather golden bananas?
Yeah.
There's no luck here, folks. Just need to see some good donk gameplay.
See if he gets the silly. Oh, he's not going for the tiny jumps.
Now, if the blueprint tracker is accurate on Danilio's screen, he has 52. If blueprints are accurate on Shady's screen, he has 53. Very close race right now.
Yes.
Oh man, Shady's opting to do this without guitar.
Why?
He is a braver soul than me, let me tell ya.
That is horrifying.
So he is using the light from the, oh, he fell. He's using the light from the ammo exploding in order to see where his path is. Very, very interesting strategy. It's not gonna pay off though.
Why is Danilo going back to Idle Shop?
Yeah, that's a mistake here, but he can check the vines dirt.
Yeah. That's where I thought he was going, and then all of a sudden he went towards shop, and I was like, whoa.
Both players are tied right now. They are tied if you count blueprints.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna see a castle peak here for Danilio. I wonder if you're Danilio, you're thinking, should I just check the shops really quick? Oh, he's just gonna say no to that.
I mean... See some rocket barrel gaming here from Shady, hopefully.
There's some very quick checks in the mushroom area here. Yeah. But on the other side for Danilio, if he has like 3 golden bananas in each shop, that is insanely fast.
Yeah, that's...
And he has rocket barrel. He can just go to them right away if he wanted to. I'm not sure what his plan is, but it looks like that is the plan. He's gonna rocket barrel up, likely to cranky. Maybe go to the Warp 4 stuff, maybe. He has options in Castle.
Yeah.
He is going to go up to the very top. He's going to check the dirt patch. Very quick check. Oh, he got orange throw.
We got oranges. Who needed Featherbow anyway?
This could come down to the luck of the draw in regards to where golden bananas are. All right, well, Danilio is going to get 3 more golden bananas here. According to Danilio's tracker, he only needs 4 more golden bananas, and with this other one here, he only needs 3 more.
Did Danilo already do his dump, or does he have his golden banana tracker set to how many blueprints he has?
He has it set to how many he will have.
Gotcha.
Oh man, Shady is opting not to buy that blueprint.
Really?
So right now, Shady's at 56, Danilio is at 57. He's going to get 4 more really fast checks here. In the meantime, we have another Kasplat check coming up for Shady. There's a golden banana, 3 more for Shady, 2 more for Danilio. If there's 2 more here, that's it. There is!
Oh my god.
Now, Shady might opt to gamble that the Sax check, or like something here, is going to get you stuff.
Well, this is a GB here.
All right, we are going to see the dump from Shady first. Danilio should be close behind here.
We now have the classic Donkey Kong blueprint dump. All right, so Shady is too short, but he's gonna gamble. That Sax check and one of the 2 checks in Hideout Helm lobby have golden bananas here. That is incredibly risky, but we'll see if it pays off.
Oh, it's just a blueprint.
Oh.
I think he has to go get that.
Yeah, pick that up.
Now, Danilio's just gotta be thinking, go, go, go. Now's the time. Oh, it's a golden banana. The problem is Shady has to turn that blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to turn it in. That wasn't a golden banana on that barrel.
That is rough.
then that's what when you risk going up to Helm without 60, like that's a risk you gotta take. And Shady probably felt that it was worth the risk. It didn't pay out, but he did end up getting the skull and banana. Oh no, he went offline.
Oh,
Danilio stream's dead. We don't know what's going on. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate.
yeah.
Well, either way, we are going to be
everything.
able to watch. We're going to be able to watch Shady's Helm here. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, well, it looks like we can't do anything about that. So we're gonna have to, I guess, finish watching the run here. So anyway, rules on a stream disconnect. Danilio has to upload the local recording within 24 hours, otherwise he just gets disqualified. So that's what's gonna happen here. But we are just going to assume that if Danilio doesn't make mistakes, he wins. We are going to wait for this VOD to play out, though, until I check the race room.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the 33 coin stat snatch.
The good stuff only is offered in Helm.
Alright, I'm gonna keep Danilio's stream up just in case like it like cuts back in and cut out for a second. But yeah, if the stream only cut out for like a second or a couple seconds and there wasn't like significant portions missing, like that's whatever. Since it's like the end of the VOD, the end, like that's a significant portion missing out. So like he has to upload, otherwise we have to disqualify him.
Which is rough. This was a really, really close race.
Oh yeah.
Kremlin Chrome.
Alright, I hope y'all enjoy the Pizza Tower Donkey Kong 64 mod. Courtesy of one of our server members, Iveli. I don't think I said that name right. But regardless, it is a fantastic one to listen to. Got the easy fly swatter game. No, McPig did in fact update Pizza Time after he was done with DK64 that one day. He did. He followed through with his promise.
What?
So if you don't know, the developer for Pizza Tower, yeah, the developer of Pizza Tower, McPig, was playing a Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, and his stream was titled, "I'm not releasing a Pizza Tower update until I beat Donkey Kong 64." Took him 8 hours to beat the randomizer, and after that, he finally updated Pizza Tower. So that's the story.
Man, how did I miss out on this? Where was I?
Yep. So we can now claim that DK64 randomizer saved Pizza Tower.
Can't believe it.
And now I just get to find random songs on the have been custom made for DK64 randomizer.
We have some good ones. I'm gonna be honest. One of the greatest parts about this randomizer and its community is the custom music that we have for the game.
Oh, absolutely. All right. We have beaten or shut down the hideout Helm. All right, we get to see who is on the docket for K. Rool today. Or no or not. Shady's literally not going to care.
Well, you know, we see Tiny. It's just 4 tiny phases, don't you know? Not even 3.
Well, as we can see here, it was in fact DK phase.
Which is good. We're not stuck in just random casino seed.
Yo, the song I'm playing right now is Rock Solid from Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's a 5-minute song, and I'm actually kind of shocked that this was even able to fit in DK64. This is you can load this. This is a remix you can load into DK64 randomizer. So this right now is playing with the DK64 sound font. It's not quite as easy as taking a MIDI, loading it onto, and loading it in and changing around the instruments. You have to do, there's a pretty decent amount of work you have to do besides that in order to get these to work.
And now we have our, what I like to call the 3-minute cutscene, also known as Tiny Phase.
Oh, you want to make it not a cutscene? We can randomize the totals for next season if you want, Rydog.
No, whoa.
Oh, not as bad now, is it?
I'm just thinking about the better runners than me. How are they supposed to cancel out the lag that they don't have if they random toes?
So, random toe, just so the stream is aware, random toes is in fact a feature right now, but it's in hard bosses mode. So that is something you can do right now if you wish.
I don't want to see that.
Meanwhile,
we should add Beaver Bother back, you know? I think that would be hype.
Beaver Bother is a skill-based game. Maybe it's about time people start learning.
Those invisible walls really very skill. I'm gonna be honest, I was shocked whenever I started playing this randomizer, and I'm like, man, I'm never getting Beaver Bother. This is so lucky. And then I slowly realized, oh, they just took out the worst game.
All right, one more phase. Oh no, JX Jacob asking for Quantum Mad Jack. Sorry, JX Jacob, but that's reserved only for you. There is an evil Oops All Beaver Bother setting. You can turn on minigames, but only allow Beaver Bother. That is something you can do right now on DK64randomizer.com.
And this is why I don't ask for viewer seats yet.
All right, we're almost done. Oh, my song got done. Oops. Well, that's okay. All right, one more banana. Well, now, he got hit in the corner of the banana drop there, but you can get him to run over that. Yeah, he just kind of manipulated him.
It's just awkward.
All right, and there is time, and according to the race room, Danilio finished 1 minute earlier with a 142. So, pending Danilio's VOD upload, this is going to be a win for Danilio. So, GG's to both racers. Let's go ahead and pull them in.
Well, it was a crazy close race. If it was 1 minute between the finish times, then it was.
And
just
I pressed by the switches, went back realizing we started with Super Slam, opened both 2 doors, and then proceeded to go.
And then didn't go in.
Right, and I went into Treasure Room, got instrument upgrade 2. I found all 3 instrument upgrades.
Yeah, I didn't go into Treasure Room, so I didn't get that one, but I got the other 2.
The one in the shop and the one on car race.
Yeah.
Did you do the boss for Strong Kong? Yeah, you did.
Yep, I did. Sure
All right,
did.
you guys are on stream. Welcome, welcome. GG's to
Hello.
both
Hello,
players. Very unfortunate that your stream code Danilio,
Yeah.
but it was a pretty hype gold banana race to the finish at the end there. Chat was at the edge of their seats. It was great.
Yeah, I feel really bad about that. That was me not knowing, I guess, how it worked. But I have the recording, so hopefully they'll be able to stitch the VOD together for the people.
Yeah, how did you feel overall? Like, obviously that was a Flarger seed, but it was Jet all the way. How'd you feel about
I mean,
that?
it felt nice, you know. It didn't feel like I really had to think too hard about anything that we had. It's kind of just like you kind of realize when you're around like 35 GBs that you're basically in go mode. You just have to try and go to the fastest places. You know, I went to production room because I knew there was a couple GBs in there from checking earlier at castle shops, and that worked out pretty well. I got lucky there for sure.
I didn't go back to factory because for some reason I was thinking there wasn't enough in there. I forgot all the ones in production room.
I don't think your decision, Shady, was like even that bad either, though, because like you had all of the mushroom in Fungi Forest.
Yeah, the other thing that sucked is like every time I get a banana melon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fungi Forest, like, I think was a really good decision. It's just you got so many just junk checks whenever you went to go check it.
Yeah, honestly, it would have been better for me to go to Castle after thinking about this afterwards, because I tend to go try and buy out all the shops at the end, or really just throughout the whole thing. But I didn't think about it. Not having pineapple means I only have one shop access instead of 3.
Yeah, so Danilio basically went into Castle. He got the dirt patch at the top, which actually was orange throwing. And then
Yeah.
Cranky had 2 gold bananas and a blueprint. Then he went down to Candy, which like a splat there had a gold banana. And then Candy herself had 2 more gold bananas. So it was very gold banana rich if you chose to do that.
I feel like it also would have been a lot closer had I not tried to do what I did with Diddy Rafters.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate.
I don't know what you were
I know
there,
I can
buddy.
do this in the dark, but the second attempt, I don't know why it went to Lanky instead of Tiny.
I don't think that's the time to start trying the crazy techs.
I mean, it would have been hype if he got it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and if he
Tony
did,
only needs 2 jumps, so
I think if he gets that, this is like down within seconds, because then he doesn't have to turn an extra blueprint with Tiny at the end.
Yeah.
that was the other thing that sucked. Of all things, give me a blueprint after I've turned them all in.
Yeah, that is kind of the risk though when you go up with 58. You have like hoping that 2 of those are gold bananas. I mean, the chances are okay, but if you have 59, I feel a lot better.
I mean, I was risking it because I know if it was only going to be 1 up there, then it would have sucked, but I could have gone and gotten something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that one of them had to be a blueprint. And then I couldn't do the bonus barrel because that was a metal.
Yeah. And like I mean, I don't like disagree with the decision though. I just like you don't know where Danilio is in the race, so it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate,
you know, it
luck.
could have just as easily worked out, you know.
Right. Because Shadymyst was up there first. He had everything turned in before you did, Danilio. So like he plays sax, he gets the Kasplat, then you guys are basically tied. That's basically what it's down to.
So did we go in the Helm at the same time, or
I think it would have been close. Because remember, Shady was up there first. He played sax and got a blueprint. He went and got Kasplat. That was a golden banana. So then he had to go back down because he saw the bonus barrel was a golden banana.
Yeah.
Yep. And then just little things after that, like Lanky Phase messing that up with the last 2 bananas. Tiny deciding to do her long jump instead of jumping into the barrel.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
Yeah, so was it kind of just like close the whole way then, or were there like?
So yes, and when
What
you
were the
watch
moments?
when you watch the VOD back, it's interesting because I think Danilio was a little bit more thorough on the first couple level pass-throughs because you ended up getting what was in the Diddy waterfall barrel and caves. I think that was grape. That mattered
That was
because
grape, yeah.
you ended up getting factory. Well, it didn't really matter at the end, but you ended up getting the factory colored bananas check because of that, which had pineapple. It didn't end up mattering at the end, but it did get you like a couple more quick checks, so that I guess that's something to consider. But I will say Shady did have a lot more golden bananas at the start as well, so like even though Danilio had more moves, it was pretty close the whole way through.
Yeah, I felt like I was slow with golden bananas like the first half hour or whatever.
I missed sacks in the mini cave for the longest time. All I could think is back to the qualifiers where diving was in there.
Oh,
and it was me versus Barry. And it took me like 30 minutes to go back there and finally get diving.
I mean, at least it was hinted.
Yeah.
In quotes.
Well,
did it get? Oh yeah, it got hinted.
Main
I had
caves
just already gotten it. Yeah.
Yeah, main caves to 8, and I realized I hadn't gotten anything out of main caves.
Yeah.
Also, wait, wait, I can't remember if this was now the first seed or the second seed. But did we have to do the Lanky Castle game in this one?
No.
Something on that.
Yeah. E2. E2
Oh wait,
was,
no.
Pumpkin.
The ice castle, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you guys did have to do that, I think.
Didn't I I thought I did not win the game. I thought I was gonna have to do it again, but it was a key. It was key 2. It was key 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You there was like 3 more enemy spaces and you still won.
Yeah, I had I was just like threw my hands up. I was like, all right, not gonna question it.
Pumpkin doesn't know how to count. It's hard for him.
I wonder if that's a glitch. I'm gonna look into that. Like, it's not gonna change anything about this race, but like, I wonder. That's probably just a DK64 LOL moment, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be interested to see what you find out about that. That was a little bit lucky too.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah. The fact that I went into Galleon, I already told Danny about this, but I went to Galleon, opened up the 2-door ship, and then proceeded to go to Treasure Room, get the bananas there, and then leave. Just to find out later that Treasure Room's foolish, and come back for Diddy and Featherbow that I could have already had.
You missed a lot in your first Galleon pass.
Yeah. I mean, also, so the only reason I went in there was because I saw that Diddy was in Galleon locked behind Tiny, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I can do all the Tiny checks, so it's not that bad. But then I just didn't stay after I went to Treasure Room, and I was like, let me just go get Chunky.
And didn't get what he wanted in Treasure Room, so he just quit.
I mean, if the Treasure Room ended up having like 5 golden bananas, that would have put you over the edge, probably.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just another thing about Randomizer. It just got, it was just rando gonna rando, right?
I knew it was foolish when I was in there, and I was still thinking like, should I go in there, because I knew I kind of just needed GBs, and I ended up not doing it. So I don't know,
Well,
was there only like one in there? Or...
Here's the thing. I went to level 5 before going to level 4 because I was going to go get the hints, then backtrack.
Right.
But because I went to level 5, saw that I could get in there, I went in there and didn't get level 4 hints until after I left. So you had that information while I didn't. I also forgot that I had key 4, so I didn't even go to level 5 until I ended up getting diving.
Yeah, I feel like we got key 4 like randomly. On like a medal or something.
Yeah, it was
key
DK's
4 was on Japes
medal.
medal. It was on DK, so like it was very easy to get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also, I think Danilio had peanuts the first pass through Japes, while
Yep.
Shady didn't.
Yeah, because he had grape and I didn't. Because I had to go back with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I went
that's
back
another
with
reason
diving
why
to go
grape
get those
mattered.
5.
So yeah, getting grape early did actually kind of matter? Question mark.
It saved time at the very least.
I mean, I think I only ended up getting. I only used peanuts for one thing, and that was to get top of Diddy Mountain.
You also need it for K rule.
Huh?
No, we didn't have Diddy K rule.
Oh, you didn't. I'm
Lanky Tiny
dumb.
DK.
Ignore me.
And I guess one more nugget of information I'll say as well is neither of you found guitar. No one had access to the back of Aztec. I guess
Bro, I thought I had guitar. Because of the messed up seed.
Yeah.
I thought I had guitar, so I was trying to play it in Cave's lobby, even though I knew it was foolish, just for a golden banana.
Yeah,
That's
what my
pretty
one
sad.
moment of that, I went back to the aisle shop because I was thinking the first seed where there was like 2 or 3 bananas and stuff, and then I just went back and saw it sold out, and I was like,
Yeah, I looked over at my tracker and I was like, I don't have anything marked down for. Oh, that was last seed. This one
Yeah.
was what was it? Barrels?
yeah,
Barrel throwing. Diving
Yeah.
was Aztec, and Vines was. I know you can get Tiny's medal in caves, but you need everything except Featherbow, or Featherbow plus something else.
plus mini probably,
Well, it just
or
something else in
sacks,
general.
probably sacks. Yeah, it's probably. Oh, it can be any of them.
Yeah, because she has no, that's a chunky balloon. She has a balloon. Let's see. No, I'm
She
not
has
sure.
one by the Kasplat. She has one in the igloo and one in the
Yeah,
cabin.
I'm trying to think if you could do it with Minnie.
You cannot, unless if you have, the only way you can do it without sacks is if you have hunky chunky plus
Punch and port.
Yeah.
boulder
Yeah,
plus warp.
not the usual way to get it.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
all I had about this seed. Definitely worth rewatching. Obviously, unfortunately, Danilo's video cutting out kind of sucks, but hopefully you can get that upload in the next. I don't know if you want to upload it now or like just make sure you get to us in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, it's currently uploading right now, so
Okay, sweet.
should be ready soon. Yeah.
All right, so let us know. We will verify the race and everything after that. Obviously, Shady, you are not out. You go to losers, where you will. Let me see here.
Generic.
Oh, you get to play generic dude who just beat L Rock, so that should be a good match.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
So many upsets this seed or this tournament.
Well, I mean, your match was the only match in the top 8 that didn't have the top 8 seeds. So like it wasn't that
not
upset,
crazy.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, in winners semis, we now have our seeded. What were you seeded, Danilo?
I was 20th.
I mean, that is kind of crazy that you are.
Hey, you know
20th.
what? I did it for the
Still
coin
out
flip
here.
bracket. It was the only one that
It
believed in
was.
me.
Oh my god.
You saw that coin flip bracket and you needed to make it a
Yeah.
reality.
Yeah.
So
Oh, man.
I'm sad because I had Shady going to I called Shady for the semifinals in my bracket, so I'm done. I'm out of the running.
The only one who had me go into the semifinals.
Yeah, I was you almost got there. You were like a minute off. So
But only one of 5 people that actually had me coming into the quarterfinals. So
yeah. And now
Hey,
now for me, I just have to beat Connor, then I just mess everyone's bracket up. That's not gonna happen, but it might.
I mean,
who do
I
I play?
still reference back to during the qualifiers, there was one race that he got 13th. So it can happen.
It's true.
Yeah, I clearly still have to play Connor, so you have to beat him so then I can beat Zyrek so that I can play him in losers, you know?
I
Yeah,
see.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes,
That's the
any
ultimate
given
plan.
Sunday.
Yeah, then in the meantime, if I get sent to losers by Connor and I win my round 4 match, I could end up playing Shady. So that could be a thing too.
Uh, we would meet later on, though, wouldn't we? Hold on.
We meet in losers
You
round
would,
5.
yeah,
Because whoever
because
wins between me and Generic goes up against the loser of the other side of winner's bracket right now.
No, it's
no, you,
mine.
Right?
uh,
45?
yeah,
45 is me versus Connor.
Yeah, no.
yeah. So
I go up
I'm
or okay, never mind. I'm done. I looked at it wrong.
That's
Oh,
okay.
I had 56 in my head. My bad. I was looking further down the line.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. Okay. We'll go ahead and cut stream here in the meantime. We have 2 more restreams over the next 2 days. Tomorrow on this restream, it's going to be a late one. 9 p.m. Eastern, me versus Connor 75. The battle of the speedrunners. And then on Friday is going to be Spike versus Edda, the battle of the losers round 3, and they were knocked out by these two the round before. So those are
cannot
losers.
believe
That's a rough side of the bracket. If you look at that side of the bracket, it's Spike versus Edda, but whoever wins has to face the loser of Kuiper and Cam. That's a really rough portion of the bracket right there.
Which, speaking of, they should be racing right now.
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea. We raid.
Oh,
Let's go ahead and raid one of them. I'll just pick Kuiper because I have his stream up now. So let's go ahead and raid Kuiper. They are doing their match. Go watch them. Go cheer them on. It's a 20-minute delay, so he's not gonna be able to see anything. So hope you enjoy, and I'll send you over now.
Thanks, guys.